hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to y'all with another video. I got a text. It just told me to hit the like button, bitch. I'm playing. I did that on purpose. Make sure I hit that like button though. All right. Y'all already know what we're here for. We talking about the boom showers. All right. I want to say thank y'all to the entertainers that like really put me onto the show. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, when I kept seeing y'all blowing up my comments on my recap it, Pierre, recap it. I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh my God, like this it's another dumbass show. I don't want to watch it. It's stupid. But like I've been putting people onto it. Like shout out to y'all, because I would never know what a boom shower was until y'all really put me on. So shout out to the entertainers, y'all, for really pushing me to recap this series. So the episode opens off, we see Nick and Alondria sitting together. Y'all, I don't care what y'all say. I will never be sold on Nick Alondria fantasy. I feel like Alondria has really wasted a lot of time there. Although this is the thing. Alondria won in the end because she has sponsorships, all of that type stuff. So she won. Let's not go there. But when it comes to finding love, I don't think she found it. I'm sorry. I don't think her and Nick would ever date each other really outside the show like that. Like, Alondria has a type that she wants and she's fixated on it. That's why it took her so long to get over Taylor. So I don't see it lasting outside of it. The real show, y'all, is on Twitter. Apparently, Nick has been living outside of Taylor's suitcase. He been living in Taylor's suitcase, y'all. He been borrowing all of Taylor's clothes. So in this episode, that's why he looks funny, you guys, because Taylor literally took all his clothes and got up out of there. So that's why Nick looks out of place. And I was thinking, I'm like, why he looks strange? Child, that ain't his clothes. Those are the clothes that he bought. Apparently he bought like 6 of them hoes, or 6 pairs of them clothes up in there. And Taylor was the one that was really, giving them the cloth to wear up in there. So it was kind of funny to see that, because I noticed the difference of how he was dressing. Like, he actually dressed with style the past season. In this episode, he was looking a little off. Now, they're very happy because they feel like America is on their side. They think that America really wants them to explore. Nick bothered me when he said he's seen America's seen all the hardships we went through. What hardship you went through in the house, Nick? Sierra left because of something she did before the show. I mean, you can't, that has nothing to do with you. So it's like, besides that, you went through nothing. You got your play, you got your way. Alondria was the one who suffered with a cowboy that might be gay. Now, Ace and Shanley are talking, and they feel very appreciative that they're both there because, Ace thought he was out of there. He thought his days were numbered because America was not really feeling them. I feel like the amount of hate that Shelly, especially Shelly, has gotten has been so unwarranted. I just made a video previously about that. The amount of hate that she's gotten versus Huda is crazy to me. I still don't agree with how she felt about the whole Chris and the whole, bouncing the Big Debbie case on Ace situation. I'm not 100%, behind her in regards to that. But the amount of hate that she got to me, no, it was not warranted. And it really shows the racism in the Love Island fandom, because you guys really did the most over something very minuscule. But Huda could go out here and mentally abuse these men on this show, and you guys look past it like it's nothing. That is what's crazy to me. Speaking of Huda, here Huda go. One thing about Huda, she's going to give us some of the best scenes of the episodes. So she's sitting with Chris. She's, saying, oh, Taylor, always looked out for me every chance that he could in the house. I'm going to really miss him. But, like, about the kiss, this is, Huda going to give you the side eye. This her, about the kiss, I know that, like, you wanted us to kiss in public, but, like, my last, coupling, we moved very fast, and, like, I didn't want to just do the same thing again. So, You have any thoughts? Chris is like, oh no, but I'm receptive to it. So you don't want to talk about it? If you don't want anything to do with me, then just leave me alone. I'm like, wait a minute. He never said that. Like, she jumps from like 1 to 10 so quick, and he's like, that's the problem with you. Like, you jump into conclusions, and I didn't even give you an answer as to how I felt. Like, just because I don't want to talk about it tonight, don't mean, I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. And to me, like, Huda doesn't understand. It's not about this art. Like, the argument and the disagreement y'all having is not about you. It's about him. He was not there around when you and Jeremiah was around. So you got to understand how he's feeling. He's feeling like a DL. He's feeling like a punk. He's feeling like a punk to a DL nigga. That's the only way to compare it, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, for the girls that watch, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When you messing with DL Trey and DL Trey don't want to act like he don't know you in public, but then behind closed doors, they all up on you. That's what he's feeling like. That's the best comparison I could make, y'all. The girls that know. You get what I'm saying? Like, that is how he's feeling. It has nothing to do with Jeremiah or anything I went through. Like, I don't get what she doesn't get about that. It's not that hard to comprehend. It makes me think, like, are you really that intelligent, Huda, as you say you are? Because it's not rocket science. You giving him your Big Debbie cakes and you let him tear it up. Because you know Chris be tearing it up. He just look like he tears it up. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get the fuck, like, that's so childish to me. Like, I can't. So she ends up kind of walking off. She, at least this time, she didn't do the Huda gonna be quick for a walk off. Like, the fact that I find out that she does theater, everything just makes sense now. Like, of course you do theater. Like, it all adds up. So as he walks away, Brian is checking on Huda and basically checking to see if she's okay. She's like, like, I don't get what he's not getting. Like, I get how he feels, but it's like, it's not like fair. Next thing you know, Ace gonna walk up to Chris. Let me tell y'all. Ace is low-key happy you going through what you going through, Chris. Okay, because guess what? You couldn't get Shelly. You hear me? Okay, Shelly was not your Shelly. You couldn't conquer Shelly. So the fact that you struggling with Huda, he low-key getting a little satisfaction of it deep down. He just not gonna tell you that. So he's telling him what's going on. He feels as if it's a red flag. That's not even a red flag. That's like a red button. Like, she's a walking red button. Like, Chris needs to run fast. And I hope when your mama and them, I don't know who that was that you ran and hugged like that, your sister, your mama, your cousin, it had to be one of them 7 sisters you got. I hope she tell you, like, hey, we've been watching and no shade, she ain't it. Go for another one. Alondria don't really like Nick like that. Go for her. Like, I don't know. The sister need to put you up on game because Huda gonna stress you the fuck out. I'm sorry. And she gonna throw in your face that you're not employed. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Ace is like, it's something that you gotta like see it out to the fullest and stuff. Like, this how I know I can't trust you, Ace. Why you leading the man astray? You have seen all of the things that Huda has done over the season, and you really telling him to keep trying to work for it. I'm not saying you should have told him to break up with the girl, but you could have been like, hey, if you have a gut feeling that something's not for you, or if it's something you want to work towards, then you might want to, but if you're seeing signs, you might want to listen. Because in the confessional, you even said it's a track list. My whole thing is, a lot of people are not understanding it's deeper than what just is on the show. If she's doing a lot of these behaviors on the show, y'all got to understand it's going to be 10 times worse outside of the show because there's no cameras watching. There's no people critiquing. And she's going to be in an environment where she's comfortable. So if it's like this in this enclosed space where y'all not exposed to the world, imagine when you're exposed to the world. That's what I feel like a lot of them that go on the show do not think about. The girls are all gearing up for bed, so are the boys. And, Huda is venting to Amaya. And Amaya's just like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I see where, like,
Chris is coming from, because like I feel like if a guy wants to like kiss me in public, but then behind closed doors, like wants to not kiss me in public, but behind closed doors wants to kiss me, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be like, stop talking to me, and then walk away. So like I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, he has a point.
And I'm like, this is why we need Miss Papaya. Miss Papaya not gonna sugarcoat it. Papaya for the 100K. I'm sorry. I feel like Papaya deserves 100K. She, to me, has been the most consistent throughout. I am sorry. Either them or Ace and Shelly. To me, those are the only two contenders. Please, y'all do not vote for Nicolandria. Stop it. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Because I feel like the winner should be a strong couple or somebody who has tried their hardest to find love. I feel like that's who the winner should be. And to me, the strongest couple there is Ace and Shelly. And to me, the person who has tried their hardest to find love is Amaya. So I feel like those are the three contenders that should win that money. Alondra did not try hard enough. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I like her, but she was too busy around gossiping, too busy around laying down, gossiping with the girlies instead of exploring. I don't think, had one conversation with Chris. And y'all probably gonna say, oh, but that's her Shelly's man Casa Morga. It does not matter. Sierra was her girl, and look what she did. Fuck out of here. Like, no, don't not vote for Nicolandria. It's Team Ace or Shelly or Amaya. That's it. I don't even count Brian because it's like you're a tag along. So it's like I don't even care if y'all connection is real. Okay? That's just how I feel. It's the next day, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like I sound like I'm not gonna lie. But like literally you could kind of notice Taylor's absence, I will say, throughout the episode and when they making breakfast. Because it's like you always see him there, and for him not to be there, it was kind of off. Even though, it's still Team Alondria, but yeah. His absence was noticed. It was noticed. Ace is waking them up. I guess they now have become so tired of waking up so early. They want to sleep in bed all day. I don't even blame them. And Amaya's beauty, y'all, is so underrated. She's just sitting there in her Brazilian bikini top. She's like, yeah. Brian's like, what's your favorite coffee? She's like, black. Like, I like my deck. Thank you. Because he's like, oh, you look so pretty. And she's like, thank you. He's so cute. Like, she really does look so bomb. And it's like she's pretty off the wake up. Top tier. Like, literally. It's top in tier with her. So off the wake up after they eat breakfast, Nick ends up pulling Ace for a chat. You know what's sad about this season? There's more male chats than there has been couples chats. Have y'all peeped that? Like, why are the guys having more chats than the girls and the guys are having chats together? Y'all peeped that though? I know it's my first season watching, but I feel like the other seasons will probably have more people exploring each other than not. Then it'd be the same genders talking all the time. Like, it'd be the girls talking to the girls all the time, the guys talking to the guys all the time. We never see a lot of exploring a lot now after a lot of people have been gone. Anyways, Ace is telling Nick he wants to close it off with Shelly. He feels as if he's never felt this feeling before. He gives her a high, you are my high. Like, he is like on cloud 9 when it comes to her. It will be so interesting when the show finishes because I want to see if they're going to last. Because the age gap. That age gap is like gapping. Because by the time she's turning 30, he going to still be in his 20s. So, yeah. We'll see. I do feel like they have a strong relationship, though. I think they're one of the strongest couples in the villa, but the test is in the real world where everybody has their opinion and there's distractions left, right, center, and millions of people looking at you and girls throwing the punani at you. Because as much as crap y'all talk about Ace, let's not act like the man not fine, and let's not act like girls gonna be throwing pussy at him left, right, and center. Like, trust me, it's coming. They pop, 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 pop. Shelly, you better be ready to squabble. You better go over there and stop you. Because the way they finna be coming for that short man, I don't think you, oh my God. And then they see how good he is with like setting up dates and how romantic he can be. Shelly, you in for some shit, girl. And you gotta be worried about Big Bertha. Big Bertha is Ace's friend that has been coming at Shelly online talking about, I don't like that bitch. You gotta be worried about Big Bertha, Instagram hoes, club hoes, TikTok hoes. Like, Shelly is in for a ride after she leaves here. So Amaya ends up talking to Huda at one point, and Chris is talking to Brian and basically venting about Huda, about how that's the toughest nut he's had to crack. I'm like, Huda's just a nut that can't be cracked. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say that. Because y'all fans are sensitive, okay? Next thing you know, we get a text, okay? And it's time for the challenge. It's called Viva La, sort of like a Viva La Villa type of vibe. They're getting wet, wild, and steamy.
Amaya's like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this challenge. We're getting wet. I've been getting wet since Brian stuck it in me, and I can't wait to get wet again. Yes. Ah!
Okay, so y'all know these challenges. It's nasty, wet, kissing, sex. Y'all know what it gives, of course. So I like the design of this challenge. One thing about I love about Love Island, the production value is like top tier. Like, it really is top tier. The fucking ideas that they come up with, even though some of them are nasty as fuck, I still cannot get over that milk backwash challenge. Oh my God. Whoever thought of that, bitch, you need to get fired. One thing that I will say, I noticed that the producers are Ace's biggest ops. Why do y'all try at every chance to make us remember that he's small? Like, why did y'all have to show him jumping through the little hoop, through the floaty? That man fit through. He said, Thoop, and then he flew right through the floaty under the slide. Like, y'all always do little things so that way we could kind of see that he's smaller than the rest of the guys. One instance is where he got up one time next to Chris, and he was like, oh, my twin, and then he got up and plopped up and then started walking. Like, y'all do that on purpose, and it's so obvious. The challenge was cute. A lot of it was like a water park set up in a way to where each couple have to go through like these little obstacles. At one point, they were like throwing like buckets of slime, like green slime at each other. Huda, ass cheeks will not always solve an issue. Sometimes communication needs to get done. Just because you got them Big Debbie cakes, don't mean it's gonna always save a situation. Of course, he gonna like Big Debbie cakes thrown in his face. He's a man. But after that, he's gonna get tired of it eventually. The cakes are not gonna feel foreign. They're gonna be feeling regular. He's gonna want new cakes. So you gotta learn how to communicate, Huda. Because Huda thought she just did her big one because now he's happy again. She threw the Big Debbie cakes on him and we're all good. It doesn't work like that. Also, I have a bone to pick with Love Island. Can we get a hairdresser out there to redo Alondria and Shelly's butterfly braids? I think that's what they call. It's starting to make me mad. This is why doing reality shows is not the easiest for Black people, because it's like, for Black women, you gotta wear protective hairstyles. For Black men, you gotta bring some do-rags, bitch, because you may not have a fucking razor, a fucking, you get what I'm saying, clippers to get you a nice fade. Like, it's so irritating to watch because these challenges are making Shelly go through it. You hear me? Them butterfly braids are hanging out on for dear life. Them shits is hanging on for more dear life than Taylor dreads. I said, oh my God. When Ace threw that green slime, whatever it was, on Shelly, I said, why would you do that? Why are you sabotaging her? Why are you making her go through torture when she gonna have to get up in that shower? God damn it! Oh, I felt so bad for the girl. We're gonna have to enjoy her do that.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Why you do that? Because like that to me was crazy. Because I knew Shelly cussed his ass out when the cameras went down over that. So we back to the villa and we see Nick and Ace talking. Nick is saying how he's really starting to feel Alondra. Is it me or I don't believe it? Fuck if it's real. How about that? Have SCX if it's real. Alondra, throw them Big Debbie cakes on Nick if it's real. Sit on his face. Because I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, y'all could do all these hashtags and all that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because I feel like the another girl walk in, he's a distracted ass type of guy. You could just tell. It's like, I'm not feeding into the fantasy, you guys. You guys need to stop feeding into this fantasy. Because I just don't see it. I feel like both of them are trying to convince themselves to believe it. That's what it gives to me. Like, if you notice when Shelly and Alondra were talking, she said, "Oh, let me know when that kiss happens." Yeah. And Alondra said, I will. I was like, yeah. And Shelly calling you bluff, bitch. That's what she just did by saying that. She said it in a joking way, but she low-key calling you bluff on this connection. Okay? Y'all gunning for that 100K. I see exactly what y'all doing. I would have did the same thing. I'm not mad at it. But let's not act like, y'all madly in love. It gives friends. Now, like I said, although I feel like it's friendship, but friendship with like benefits. They have like this photo booth session where, they kiss, Alondra. Alondra gonna lead the kiss with them lips. You're made. Them lips lead the kiss. Okay? You can't be leading no kisses with Alondra. Her lips gonna lead the kiss. So, like I said, I feel like it's a friendship with passion. They're gonna have hot sex, but they really not gonna be together. That's what it gives to me. Now, Amaya sits with Brian and decides that they need to have Huda and Chris have a conversation. She's like,
so like, I'm not gonna lie, Huda and Chris, like, their problem, I feel like can be solved with like some like communication. So like what I'm gonna do, I want them to talk on the dock. I want you to take him and be like, I gotta like urinate. Okay, urinate. You have to like urinate because I don't say pee. I want you to go and get him and go to the dock and then do like a sign like I don't know, like West Side, I don't know, but like do like a sign and get me and then go to, and I'll bring Huda to the dock and they can have a connection.
Okay, like that was so cute of her to think something like that because it's like they didn't, as a couple being in a villa, you don't have to think about other couples. This is why we like Amaya. Like she's very thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? So the plan, y'all, was executed perfectly. Although they were caught, they still made Huda and Chris end up having a conversation. Huda ends up catching them up there hiding. She's like, I told you, I knew it. I have investigative skills. Oh, Huda, we know. We done seen the snap. We done see the TikTok and the Instagram post. We know. Oh, Huda to me is so confusing. They have their talk. She says in this conversation, I like attention. I like being acknowledged. But his complaint was he liked being kissed. He wanted to have affection in public. So how do you think he feels? This man has a lot of patience. He had a lot of patience for her. That's all I'm going to say. Because another nigga would have been said, get out my face. Literally. They had a little powwow and they kind of made up. She was just like, is that like a deal breaker for you? Like, can we just pacify it and just like move on? Because guess what? Huda's the type of person, she don't want to talk stuff out. She'd rather just gloss over it so she doesn't have to address it and face the situation. Instead of dealing with it, she'd rather just act like it's not happening. Because of that, he was like, no, like if I wanted to like break up with you, don't you think I would have left you? And then she's like, evil face. Okay. She ends up, they end up sort of like making up, I guess. But Chris, just run. I'm sorry. Huda's not ready for a relationship. And you Huda rats, don't come in my comments. I swear to God, I don't mess with the Huda rats. You Huda rats do a lot. Okay? Now, Shelly and Ace get a text, and it's time for them to go on a date in the hideaway. It's time for them to hideaway in the hideaway in the hideaway. It's time for them to fuck in the hideaway. Okay, they look. Let me tell you something. That's another one I want to see the tape. Shelly looked so good in that black like piece or whatever. Ace, I'm telling y'all, Shelly, you better. Because he's so thoughtful. He wrote like a whole soliloquy about how he feels about her. And he finally asked her to be close off. Finally. I feel like he did it too late, though. Just me critiquing it. I feel like he waited too long. You should have been cut it off. That should have been done like a long time ago. But I guess he was waiting to really see like if it was worth it. But I still feel like it should have been done like splickety-splan. Like 4 episodes ago, literally. A little bit after y'all made up after the whole Chris situation, to be honest. Okay? But nonetheless, it was cute. I do want to see the tape. I do feel like he ate the cat. And he ate it well, probably. Okay? That was pretty much the episode, you guys. Let me know what y'all think down below. Who do y'all want to win? The family members do come on the next episode, y'all. So it would have been very interesting, though. Y'all did the wrong thing. Y'all should have eliminated Pepe and Iris. So that way we could have seen Alondria family and Taylor family around each other. But y'all robbed us a good TV. I'm sick of y'all.
No personal thing.